Good morning. Well, Aussie equities are set to march strongly forth today following global equities high. Now, if you're looking for massive trends to follow or flashing lights to invest in, consider companies benefiting from the work to home shift across the globe. For example, US tech darlings benefiting from COVID-19 lockdowns scaled to new all-time highs overnight. For example, Amazon shares breaking above $3,000 for the first time. The company also entered the $1 trillion market size club. Now, Netflix shares also reaching an all-time high, so too did Google parent Alphabet, also rising to a market size of over $1 trillion. In other news, mover and shaker candlestick maker Warren Buffett announcing first acquisition since COVID began, buying natural gas and storage assets from Dominion Energy for $10 billion. On the economic news front, the US services sector, which contributes the bulk of steam to the nation's economy, that show the sector surprisingly grew in the US. Now, the Nasdaq up the most, 2.2%. The S&P 500 following in hot pursuit. The Dow up 1.8%. Now, closer to home, we saw Chinese stocks soar. China's Shanghai Comp up 5%. Now, the China Large Cap ETF finished almost 10% higher. That was its best gain since 2009. Now, on the commodity front, the oil price nudged ever so slightly ahead to $40.63. Gold gained $10 to $1,793. And the iron ore price last traded 1% higher. Now, what to watch today? Well, the Aussie futures are suggesting a bit of a bounce back following yesterday's negative finish. But do bear in mind, all eyes today will be on the RBA meeting outcome at 2:30. Now, the RBA hands down its decision. Rates are expected to hold at 0.25%. The RBA says that's its lower bound, but keep in mind that the economy seems to be picking up even before it's entered a recession, so keep an eye on any recovery type of comments. Now, from midnight tonight, New South Wales and Victoria border will be closed for the first time in history. Now, agricultural transportation is not likely to be impacted, nor will agricultural stocks, given special permit holders can enter and exit the border. Now, local trading ideas. Costume jewellery company Lovisa, LOVA stores are now open. Bell Potter bumped up its buy rating for Lovisa and Target to $7.50. Now, Lovisa sales are also 5% better than expected, although it's having discussions about rent with landlords. Lovisa's balance sheet is strong and well placed to navigate the bumpy road ahead. Secondly, overnight UBS reiterated its hold rating for Mayne Pharma MYX after the pharmaceutical company entered into a long-term supply agreement with a China-based manufacturer for 13 new US generic oral contraceptive products, including the 5 brand new products that have not previously been marketed. Now, UBS says the 5 new drugs, 4 with FDA approval, have market sales size of $500 million US. Now, having the drugs made by China's company Novost will save Mayne Pharma up to $5 million a year. Now, UBS nevertheless has Mayne Pharma's target at 44 cents. Bell Potter more bullish. The stock is a buy for Bell Potter, target of 55 cents. Thirdly, UBS downgraded the ASX from a hold to a sell with a 75 target, saying although the landscape has changed, the ASX is benefiting from market volatility and expect another round of capital raisings. But UBS cautions the ASX's other earnings streams are trending lower. Thanks so much for your company. I'm Jessica Amir with Bell Direct. Stay safe. Happy trading.